Welcome to today's video. If you're struggling with debt and looking for a way to escape it, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine two powerful financial strategies, the 75-15 rule and adopting a saving mindset to help you pay off your debt and build wealth, no matter your income level. Many people feel stuck in the cycle of debt and overspending, but with the right approach, you can break free from financial stress and regain control of your finances. This isn't a quick fix, it's a proven system that will transform the way you think about money. First, let's talk about the 75-15 rule, a system that helps you manage your income in a way that supports your financial goals. Whether you earn $1,000 or $1 million a year, this method adapts to your income level and forces you to focus on what truly matters, building wealth and paying off debt. Apply the 75% rule, control spending, and prioritize needs. Narrator English. The 75% rule means that for every dollar you earn, 75% is the maximum you can spend on needs and wants, things like housing, food, vacations, and entertainment. This rule forces you to live below your means and look for cheaper alternatives wherever possible. For example, instead of dining out at expensive restaurants, try cooking at home or finding local eateries that offer the same enjoyment at a lower cost. The key here is to make intentional decisions about what you buy, which helps you prioritize the essentials and cut back on unnecessary spending. You may think that cutting out small luxuries, like your daily coffee, will solve your financial problems. But honestly, it's the big-ticket purchases like buying a new car or going on expensive vacations that matter most. They contribute more to your debt accumulation than a $5 coffee ever will. If you're spending less than 75% of your income, that's fantastic. The key is to be mindful of your purchases and avoid the temptation of overspending on things that don't add lasting value to your life. 2. Set a budget and stick to it. The next step is setting a budget. When you follow the 75% rule, you automatically start living within your means. But it's important to track your spending and set realistic goals for each category. You'll want to divide your income into categories such as housing, utilities, groceries, entertainment, and savings. For example, if you earn $3,000 a month, you might spend 50% on needs, housing, food, utilities, $1,500. 20% on wants, entertainment, dining out, $600. 15% for savings, investments, for $150. 10% for debt repayment, for $150. By setting a budget and sticking to it, you'll not only get a better handle on your spending, but you'll also have a clear plan to eliminate debt faster. Focus on paying off high-interest debt first. Once you've set your budget, the next step is to tackle your debt. The 75-15 rule gives you the flexibility to put money aside for debt repayment. This is one of the most important steps in achieving financial freedom. When it comes to paying off debt, prioritize high-interest debt first. Credit card debt, payday loans, and personal loans often come with sky-high interest rates that can trap you in a cycle of paying only the interest without making any progress on the principal. For example, if you have a $5,000 credit card debt at 20% interest, you'll want to focus your extra funds on paying that off as quickly as possible. Once you pay off the high-interest debt, move on to other debts like student loans or mortgages, which typically have lower interest rates. By focusing on the highest interest debts first, you'll save money in the long run. 4. Build your emergency fund. Next, we move to building your emergency fund, which is crucial for avoiding future debt. The 10% of your income from the 75-15 rule should be allocated towards building this fund. An emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses, and it will act as a financial cushion in case of unexpected events like a job loss, medical emergency, or car breakdown. Without an emergency fund, you might find yourself relying on credit cards or loans in times of crisis, which only adds to your debt. For instance, if your monthly expenses total to $1,000, aim to save between $6,000 and $12,000. Once you've built up your emergency fund, you can shift your focus back to paying down debt and investing for the future. 5. Invest for your future. Finally, the 15% rule encourages you to invest for your future. After you've tackled high-interest debt and built your emergency fund, it's time to make your money work for you. Investing isn't just about saving money, it's about building wealth through assets. The wealthiest people in the world don't get rich from their day jobs. They build assets like real estate, stocks, and businesses. Two great ways to start investing are through a Roth IRA and a 401k. Both offer tax advantages and are excellent for long-term wealth building. A Roth IRA allows your money to grow tax-free, and a 401k is often matched by employers, which is essentially free money for your retirement. The key here is consistency. You don't need to start with huge amounts. Even investing $100 a month can grow significantly over time, thanks to the power of compound interest. For instance, if you invested $100 a month into an index fund for 50 years with a 10% return, your total portfolio value could grow to $1.4 million. This is the power of long-term investing. Even small contributions can build substantial wealth over time. The key takeaway is to stop focusing solely on short-term savings and cutting small expenses. Instead, focus on building assets and investing for the future, because that's how wealth is really created. So, to sum up, here are the 5 steps you can take to apply the saving mindset and escape debt. Apply the 75% rule. Limit spending to 75% of your income. Set a budget and stick to it, prioritizing debt repayment and essential expenses. Pay off high-interest debts first. Build an emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Invest at least 15% of your income for the future. By following these principles and being consistent, you'll be well on your way to financial freedom. Start today and take control of your finances.